Alright, hello everybody. It is I, Granorite, and here we are back with another episode of Let's Play Pokemon Leaf Green. We're here in Lavender Town to start things off. We're still just, we're getting our team up to level, 43. That's what level the next gems are. And we're taking on trainers that we skipped. Because we didn't want to overlevel at the time that we were at them. So... here we are. We're just going to be knocking through some of these trainers. Let's get some speed on Flareon so we can catch up level-wise a bit. It's going to be getting a bunch of speed anyways, I think. I can kind of feel it. So we'll take on these trainers, then we'll take on the trainers in between Lavender and Saffron, and then we've kind of caught up to where we would be at this point. And the only trainers that are left are then east of Fuchsia, and then the Fighting Dojo. We can kind of leave the Fighting Dojo for whenever. Excellent. Okay, that takes care of this little route. Off to the next one. Alright. Remember, we're really just taking on all these trainers because we want those EVs. We want those effort values. We're gonna let Blaziken do the fight against this guy. We do... I mean, Slash does a lot less damage than Make a Kick, but it is a lot more accurate. We'll learn it for now. We're going to replace it later anyways with, Earthquake. You can go outside to get more beat tomorrow. Well, usually my dog only comes down when she has to go to the bathroom. But she did not have to go to the bathroom. I don't know what she needed. So... Whatever. Alright, let's take on these two. Blaziken up to get its HP to that multiple of 4. And then let's swap up Typhlosion to do the same. Excellent. Alright, we have a ton of speed coming up. We get a little bit on Blaziken here. We'll get some more Typhlosion. So like I said, we're just coming back to take on all of these little trainers that we skipped. Nidoran goes to poison. There's the poison point. I was kind of wondering when it was going to trigger. We've kind of been getting... Well, kind of. We've been getting lucky. Alright, let's go heal off the poison. Okay, we have like 4 more trainers. When it rains, it pours. Always. Fight me. Keep stacking that defense on Typhlosion. Alright, we have speed next. We'll swap Flareon up since it still needs to get to 42 like everybody else. Goes to Charizard. Now we just have speed. Let's stack the speed. I know, we're just going to keep putting on Flareon, since Flareon still needs to catch up. Speed through it since it's an easy fight. Okay. Down to Fuchsia. Let's start taking on the trainers west of here. Oh, not west, east, sorry. As I realized I just said that wrong. I knew what I meant. Aerial Ace probably would have been fine. Well, we will be taking on Sabrina and Koga in this episode. Once we get to that 43. Get to 42, Flareon. Thank you. Feels like you've been lagging behind for a while. Schmog! We're gonna pass. We are no dragons. We are not Smog. Blaziken's pretty close. So let's just keep Flareon up for this next fight. Because this is a strict 4 attack EVs. Right, these next couple fights are all for Charizard. Should be able to level up off these 2 fights. Speed through them since they're just low level stuff. Alright, there's our first poke up to level 43. We did it. I wonder if... Excuse me. I'm gonna take on these 2. Let's return here and Brick Break here. Okay. Let's let Flareon take on this trainer with the Pikachu and the Raichu. Just flamethrower it. And then we'll let Flareon take on this trainer with the Clefairy. Okay. Taking on those 2. Well, we haven't taken on him yet. Him. So let's see. Coughings and a couple Grindings. Which is really what we need to level up. I think this guy will be good. We can always come back and fight other trainers too, if we need more experience. Or we can get the ones we skipped later. Trying to do math in my head. Not quite enough. Alright. Da-dum-da-dum-da-dum. That's what this is. Dum-da-dum-da-dum. So we'll let you take on the Pidgeotto to get up to 43. And then for this Wigglytuff, we'll go to Blaziken. Because we will take on a Muck in Koga's gym. So that means its HP will be at a multiple of 4 once we do that. Alright, Koga's gym. Let's go. We're going to start off with Typhlosion. Alright, Koga, let's go. Muck's coming out next, so we'll go to Blaziken. Slash it up. Okay, and that wasn't even with a crit, so that's pretty good damage, Blaziken. I'm very happy with that. But of course we missed, because it minimized. Remember, if they use an evasion move or an accuracy-reducing move, we automatically miss the next attack. Back to Typhlosion. Just the Weezing left. You got it, Typhlosion! Let's do an Attract. Just maybe make it a little easier for us, because I'm sure this Weezing is gonna stick around for a bit. Excellent. Get it, Typhlosion. Easy. Alright, we get Toxic, which we are going to teach to Typhlosion in place of Smokescreen. Alright, our next fight, we're going to be using Charizard and Flareon, so let's swap the leftovers over. Alright, Sabrina time. What am I doing? We don't need to go this way. Fly. Back to Saffron. Alright, Sabrina, it's time. Here, what, it's like down? There we go. Alright, let's get it. With an aerial ace coming in hot. Nice. Good deal. Mr. Mime's coming out next. We're gonna swap over to. We're gonna go to Blaziken first, and then we're gonna swap to Flareon. Then we'll Shadow Ball. I don't care about your barrier. You're strong. Venomoth's coming out next. That's going to be easy for Charizard. Venomoth gives 1 special attack and 1 speed EV. And then we have the Alakazam. Now this is where the real fight begins. We are faster. Excellent. We did good damage. Excellent. She gonna heal it here? Probably. She's raising special defense. We're just gonna stick with aerial aces. With the damage that we're doing, there's no reason for us to do anything else. Sabrina, come on. The end is in sight. You cannot delay the inevitable any longer. Excellent. Easy. Charizard FTW. Pretty sure nobody can learn Calm Mind. That is a correct statement. Alright, what are we at money-wise, then? We could go get some more vitamins. Like I said, we still can use a few. Probably would be worth it. Starting to get this re-memorized now. Oh, let's heal first. Okay, wow! Let's get Typhlosion's HP ups first. Do I have anything to sell? I have Calm Mind to sell. And an X Defend. Alright, so HP ups, we can see that. We can buy 3 of these. And then I can buy 1 iron. I need just a few irons, but we can always come back and get more, because we focus on Blaziken's attack stat more than its defense right now. And ideally, we just want 2 more irons. Okay. So if we keep focusing on Blaziken's attack, we'll still have room to use those, vitamins if we decide to go get them. Start making our way over to Cinnabar. Our target for the next gym is 47. That's what level Blaine's Arcanine is at. And then we get to assert our fire dominance, which is going to be awesome. We could take out... We could get 2 defense EVs on Blaziken and still have room for 2 ions, so we'll probably do that at some point. We'll just keep an eye on our money, and when we have, like, 20,000, we'll go back and get it. Charizard get a special defense. No idea. Not in the slightest. But break. So, I'm thinking the trainers that we still have to fight east of Fuchsia will probably be fought in between Victory Road and the Elite Four, to be honest. Smash. We'll learn Slash in place of Steel-Wing. I think Slash has more use for us than Steel-Wing does. Horsies give special attack EVs, which is why we're stacking those on Charizard. Of course, we could also go get the trainers east of Fuchsia if we need to in between our, to level up to Blaine. We'll figure it out. I think I'm thinking too much. We'll skip a turn. 2 turns. Let's get a little bit on Flareon to get its attack up to a multiple form, and then we'll just swap the Blaziken here. So it can still get that attack stat. Now, if you really want to, like, EV train the fastest, if there's an EV that you want on a Pokemon, swapping them all in is the way to go. It just takes longer because you're splitting all of that experience amongst your team. It takes longer to level up, but you'll be done EV training faster. 'Tis the truth. Alright, we want one of these Tentacles on Charizard, and then we'll swap to Flareon here. Here's a Tentacool. So we'll also let Charizard help with that Tentacool, and that'll get its special defense up to a multiple 4. double battle also coming up that gives us attack, so we'll do this. Get 1 on Flareon. We'll get a little bit more speed on Typhlosion here. Okay. Here's the double battle. Break. Alright, we keep Flareon up for this guy. Good deal. All that special defense. C goes to Charizard. Alright, we'll let Charizard and then Flareon help with the Tentacool. Staryu will go to Typhlosion. Alright. I don't remember which one's which here, so I'm just going to swap Blaziken up. Okay, this is the one with the Polyline. The other one starts with a Goldeen. I will just keep you up. Break through everything. And even only with 56 attack EVs on Flareon, its attack stat is only 13 lower than Blaziken's. Blaziken's got 140 attack EVs. Flareon gets really good in Gen 4 when we get that type split. Could really make use of all that attack, even with the stab. Get a nice physical fire attack. that gets your speed up to a multiple of 4. We'll put Blaziken out next. Alright, let's go heal just to get all of our Pokemon power back before we continue on. There's so many trainers we fight there. What are we at money-wise? Oh yeah, not near enough. The bigger issue is we don't have any repels. Because we've been spending everything on a couple TMs and then vitamins. Get out of here, Shelter. Alright, now we're gonna swap Blaziken in. Don't hit yourself. You can do it! Nice. That'll get its defense up to 80. So now we just want to save room for those 2 last irons. Which we might get one in the Pokemon Mansion. I don't remember what all vitamins are in there. We'll just have to see. Charizard does the next 2 fights. Special attack here for Charizard on these Horsies and Seadras. Be careful hitting these because they have Poison Point for an ability. So we'll see how much we do with a Flamethrower. A good amount. That's a good amount. Survey says, good answer. Horsies have Swift Swim, just like Kingdra. This person also has 2 Seadras and a Horsey. Excellent. It'll be fun fighting Blaine because none of our fire Pokemon intersect with his fire Pokemon. So it'll be a straight up just a fire brawl. Not a fireball, fire brawl. Get out of here. Beat up on this person with the Seeking. Level 35. Is it chonky enough to survive the Brick Break? Survey says, no. Through Seafoam. We don't care about anything else in here except getting through. Oh, I could just go down the hole. What am I doing? What am I doing with my life? Wasting time, walking the wrong direction. The whole second that I'm never gonna get back. This is not the right way. Dudong. This is the right way. Seal. Emberseal and Dugongs give special defense too, so if you need special defense EVs, those are good Pokemon to fight to get it. No Slowpoke. No Slowpoke. I don't care about Articuno, that's why we just run through this. Or any of the items in there. I don't even think there's any good items in there that we would get. What is in there? Ice Eel or by Waterstone, Big Pearl. There's some money stuff. Not important. Fight me. Shabba bap. Boop boop. Alright, Horsey goes to Charizard. Seal goes back to Flareon. Wall special defense on Flareon. Flareon's special defense stats getting pretty good. At 139 right now. Alright, Char of the Czar. Roast it. Get some more Typhlosion here. Easy peasy. Alright, you... I want one defense from you on Charizard. And then we're gonna swap to Typhlosion. It protects! No! Excellent. Cloyster the Oyster. Oh, very nice. Trying to learn Swift, we're gonna pass. I think the only move Typhlosion's wanting to learn left is Flamethrower, which it does at a very high level. Because we're gonna teach Flareon Fire Blast. And then we'll also teach Charizard Blast Burn. down there, dude. Excellent. Keep it going, Blaziken. Alright, do I have anything to sell? I don't think I do. Yep, nothing to sell. Nothing. There is one iron in here, and a bunch of other items. We don't care about fighting anything, so we're going to be running into a lot of pokes and running away. Escape. So sorry about that. I thought it was a ghost. Coast to coast. Blaziken's getting close to 47 already, so that's good. At least one Pokemon that's getting close to being done. Switch Charizard up for the next fight. Protein. Gotta get that protein. It's a Charmander. Meet my Charizard. Excellent. And we'll beat up on a Charmeleon as well. Cool. Almost got it. Charizard, show him a real flamethrower. Something down here. Don't remember what it is. zinc. We already have enough zincs. Nothing in there. Let's go beat up on the guy with the 9 tails. Excellent. Next guy we fight is for Charizard. He's gonna be a scientist with the Magnemites. Oh, there's the calcium. Okay. Get out of here. We need to fall down to that one. Gotta hit a switch to get in there. And this is gonna eat up a bunch of time, isn't it? There's the iron. And that's all I really wanted out of here was the iron. So let's finish out the mansion here, even if that runs us a bit over the second episode. Very good. Let's grab this. It's probably another vitamin. Yep. Those sell for quite a bit, and so we want those so we can get that last iron that we need. Bot in the chat, so reporting that. Alright. Hit this. Swap Charizard up for the Magnemite. Keep running away from all these wild Pokemon. We're almost done. Alright. Blizzard. Hit the switch. And then we get the key. And Solar Beam. And then... get out of here. Alright, so before we end the episode, let's go get that last iron. We're gonna sell protein, zinc, calcium, carbose. Blizzard. I don't think anybody can learn Solar Beam, but I'll keep it just in case. We just need 1 iron, thank you. Alright, well this is where we're going to end our episode for today. We do hope y'all enjoyed. We'll see y'all tomorrow with more Pokemon. Until then, we'll see y'all next time.